You have the power to turn anything that's happened to you into your greatest comeback story yet. You have the capacity to transmute, transform, alchemize any density back into your divinity. When you understand that every painful, upsetting, challenging, dense obstacle that's happened to you in your life, that you've inherited from your ancestors, that you've experienced as societal conditioning, trauma that you have gone through, holds the keys and codes and the gateway to your highest, brightest, most robust and abundant expression. It's not somewhere outside of you. It's within you, coded, threaded, embedded in there, in the actual strands of your DNA. Yes, you have the capacity and power to rewire, reprogram this. It's epigenetics, and we can do this with tapping. But all this to say is that so often I see so many artists, creative clients, entrepreneurs, whomever, high performers, get bogged down, stuck in the stagnancy of victim mentality, of thinking life is happening to me, not for me, that everything's against me, that I'm stuck in the circumstances I was born with. No, dear creative rebel, this is a launch pad. This is the very beginning when you begin to awaken to your inner capacity to alchemize. What is alchemy? It's turning like a dense metal into a lighter one, into gold, into effervescence, into your greatest, brightest, most joyous and jubilant expression. I hosted a masterclass, a tapping masterclass for over 100 actors a few years ago with this incredible acting studio in Atlanta, and it just came to me like when I was thinking about the theme, because I'd worked with them for a few years at this point, and this theme just kind of arrived in my vortex. Artistic alchemy, turning past pain into your power, being the literal phoenix of your career, understanding that you're the creator, that you are the artistic director, executive producer, you're the chief executive artist, CEA, as I like to say, that it's all in your hands, that everything outside of you is just a projection of what's happening internally, and you always hold the reins, you always hold the capacity and potency to experience what you desire anew. That it's not in the hands of casting, that it's not in the hands of the producers, that it's not in the hands of the industry. It's inside of you. And you can co-create anything you want. Anything. Through the quantum field, through deciding that, oh, I'm actually going to write the story that I'm wanting to see on screen, because I don't see it represented, because everything that's being made right now is so much, the Russian word's coming to me, musor. Yes, of course, there are certain gems, there are certain shows and movies that just like steal your heart, but there's a lot of like static garbage that's being thrown out there because people just want content, where quality has been thrown out the window, right? But that's because we need you. We need your story. We need your point of view. We need your perspective. We need the unique challenges and obstacles that you overcame to evolve into the artist and creative power and epicenter of consciousness that you're here to serve us. That in fact, it's not you just making up something in the ether, but it's your lived experience. Why do we find certain stories or award speeches so inspiring, so visceral and guttural in their essence? Because the person overcame themselves over and over and over and over and over again. They overcame those limiting stories. They overcame those inner blocks. They overcame the rejection. They overcame the challenges. They built that resiliency of character. I mean, as actors, right? We eat rejection for breakfast. Even when I was submitting my manuscript in New York, rejection. And what have I learned? Well, it's protection. It's protection. It wasn't the right person. It wasn't the right agent. It wasn't the right moment. I didn't have the bandwidth. I didn't have the vessel to hold that voltage and octave and caliber of light in my being. It would have crushed me. But over time, I've been building this vessel to hold the dreams on my heart that already exist here in the quantum field. Yes, the creator has already revealed them. All we need to do is expand our vessel, our consciousness, to hold the light, to hold the voltage, to hold that caliber of energy Because ultimately, what are we doing all the time? We just want energy. We're looking for energy outside of us. I want energy in a coffee. I want energy in a text message back. I want energy in a video going viral. I want energy in, a certain success metric in my career. I want energy in whatever it is, right? But when we begin to understand that we plug into the light of the Creator, when we plug into source energy, when we plug into wholeness, completion, abundance, overflow, that's the light that we're looking for everywhere outside of us. And that when we renew that initiation, that relationship, that connection over and over and over and over again, we build certainty. That's illogical, beyond logic. If you want to create illogical results in your life and career, you need to begin to activate those codes of certainty inside of you beyond logic. How do we do this? It's a practice. It's a methodology. It's showing the fuck up, even when you see nothing outside of you that's responding in the way you want. You show up anyways, because you know vibrationally what you're creating. You know you're being at cause of your career instead of the effect at your career. That's why the greatest athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, actors, creative forces of life, and visionaries and trailblazers, they make it a methodology. They make it a practice. It's not a one and done thing. It's I do this every day no matter what. Like I brush my teeth. And that's what's been, I've noticed evolving so robustly in my life. And what's been making such transformative impact over and over and over again, right? The quantum leap doesn't just come out of nowhere. It certainly can, but it's all these micro actions that we build over time like a muscle. Caution. Maybe that's the clue and the key and the code that you're here to understand and digest and metabolize and implement into your life today, right? When I was first introduced to Dream Awake tapping, actually, no, I started tapping right away every day because I felt so fucking good. I'd never had such a robust and multidimensional transformation in 20 minutes before. This is why I create all these taps on this channel to help you do that, to reconnect with your power, to reconnect with your light, to reconnect with your prosperity, to reconnect with your overflow, to plug into source, creator, all that is, so you know you have it all right here, right now, and you create from that vibration. I'm gonna make another video about what I've learned recently in Kabbalah about how when we create from lack, that will only ever collapse. But when we cultivate the consciousness of abundance, of being whole, of being complete, that has the groundwork to receive a manifestation, to attract, to magnetize, to generate, to co-create. I think it deserves its own video, so I'll leave it at that. That was a huge light bulb moment for me, because it doesn't matter how productive you are. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how much you do. It doesn't matter how much you do. It's who you are being as you do it. Before you fucking do anything, work with your energy, work with your vibration, work with your thought forms, your belief systems, your emotional habits and patterns. My goodness, this is why, again, tapping is so powerful. Start your day, end your day, check in the middle of the day. This is why I wanted to create these free resources, right? I have these beautiful one-on-one offerings and programs and all this magic to dive deeper and curate it to you and catalyze your destiny to a whole new timeline faster and more sustainably than you ever thought possible. But it's here right now for you. I mean, I have artists and creatives and entrepreneurs all over the world having breakthroughs with this. They do these taps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and boom, that limiting belief, they can't access it anymore. They're on a whole new wavelength. They're on a whole new frequency. They're on a whole new dimension. This is what I mean about being the alchemist of your own friggin' life. Right here, right now, in this moment. Meet me in the comments and say you're willing to do this. You're willing to try. Even if you're like, why am I tapping on my face? What the F is going on? You will feel better. You will reconnect with your center. You will regulate your nervous system. You will clear static in your energy field. You'll inviting clarity inside your being. You'll release resistance and what's been holding you back so you can step into the truth of who you are as you remember that. Reconnect with your power, reconnect with your power, reconnect with your power. At any moment, you can turn density back into your divinity. You have the capacity to do this. You are an alchemist. You are a force of nature. You are a masterful transmuter. And that all that's currently bogging you down, holding you back, causing chaos in your life, is actually the gateway to your next iteration, to your next level, to your highest evolution and embodiment of your highest chosen timeline. It's all right there. We think we've been, bamboozled, hypnotized to think it's somewhere out here. It's in you now. And you have the capacity to access it right now. So I invite you, I challenge you, I encourage you after this video to go try one of the tapping sessions on this channel. These are power taps. These are great for, it's like a quickie. I have a playlist called Tune Your Artist in 10 because I want to make it accessible. I want you to be able to come back into your center, into your groundedness, into your alignment, into your abundance, into your power at any moment of every day. Actually, it's really hard for me. It's more challenging for me to make them shorter because I love to go deep, because once we're in there, I want to be moving and grooving and recoding and reconditioning and reprogramming and setting in new patterns and habits and expressions of being, right? That we habitualize, just like you've habitualized states of living in, fear, anxiety, doubt, guilt, shame, blame. So too, we can recondition ourselves to have a baseline homeostasis of our nervous system, of our limbic system, in joy, in gratitude, in abundance, in like detachment of just knowing that you're taking care of that inner safety, that inner security. Be the alchemist. Turn density into your divinity. You have the power to do this right here, right now, today. And then you get to make it a habit. Then the practice beckons you before you force yourself to do it. If this resonates, if this touches a new strand of awareness or consciousness in you, I invite you right now and report back to me. Comment below. I'm willing to open myself to new levels of expansion, and I'm choosing to be the alchemist of my own life and career. That was a long one. I'm proud of you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. We're spearheading the new artistic paradigm together. Be the alchemist. Be a force of transmutation. Know that every challenging or intense or upsetting thing that's happened to you is truly the greatest comeback story, the greatest plot twist, the greatest gateway to your highest evolution, expression, and embodiment of your artistic success, joie de vivre, joy of life, creative overflow. And you get to have it all. Not one thing, not two. You get to have it all. And I also want to share that at the end of February, my 2025 masterclass, Artistically Aligned, will still be available, but the sale that's currently happening now will be over. There's 2-tier price points to support those in the aftermath of the LA fires. Normally this masterclass is $111. You can either get it now for $88 or $44. I trust your integrity. I want this work to be available. You get to keep it for life. It's one of the most powerful EFT group sessions I've ever facilitated. It's 90 minutes. You can do it as many times as you want. There's future self-journaling questions for integration and gorgeous, like luminous subliminal affirmations I channeled specifically for artists and elevating your artistic identity on autopilot. So you get to listen to these while you wash the dishes, while you go for a walk, while you're dancing in the morning, warming up your body. It's all here for you. It will be available. The value of this is hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You'll still be able to get it for $111 after the end of February, but I also encourage you to get it right now. You're the artistic alchemist. You hold more power than you know. You're more capable than you ever thought possible. We're in this together. I believe in you, superstar. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.